And welcome everyone to the Riverside County Board Brief as we give you a brief look at what took place during today's Riverside County Board of Supervisors meeting. My name is Pep Fernandez. Let's start with some video from earlier today as our friend Tanya Torno from the Housing and Workforce Solutions Department went in front of the board to talk about a new program that will address homelessness, specifically youth homelessness. She also took the opportunity to talk about a homeless symposium taking place out in District 4 in Indio coming up on Thursday. So Tanya Torno from Housing and Workforce along with Supervisor V. Manuel Perez talking more specifically about the symposium coming up to deal with homelessness. That's Thursday in Indio.
So that we could take a step back and take a look at how far we've come in the sense of the gaps or accomplishments and services and programs, and how many folks we've housed, how many folks stay housed, the services that they're linked to. And so that symposium is going to do just that.
We are looking to take a look at our data, the number of people that have been served in the 4th District alone, and looking at how many of those individuals have been connected to housing. We're also just as eager to look at, where opportunities exist for us to utilize future advancements of PAP funding and other federal and state funding to ensure that, we're continuing to build our housing pipeline and create new opportunities, because we know that right now with the resources we have, we're able to provide housing resources to 1 in 3 individuals, and we want to do more. We want to do more, and part of that is going to be making sure that we work together with all the District 4 cities to really create a strong advocacy for more resources.
I just want to thank you in advance. I think almost all the districts are having homeless summits, and that shows the investment that we, overseeing our districts, find the importance of it. So thank you for taking the lead on that and doing the heavy lifting on those summits, because they're very, very valuable. Thank you.
Yeah, so a very important symposium coming up out there in District 4. Now we have another housing and workforce solutions item from today's board meeting. This one is a job training and employment program specifically for disabled students. Now, Supervisor Extian Gutierrez talked more about this because this really hits home for Supervisor. He is a former teacher, and he used to teach students with autism and disabilities. So this job placement and job training is very important to Supervisor Gutierrez.
As many of you know, I was a teacher for 14 years, teaching students with autism and disabilities, and one of the major challenges that I would see as my students transition from high school to adulthood was employment opportunities and receiving those jobs, and even getting interviews. So I really like that HWS is doing this, that hopefully we accept the funding from the Foundation for California Community Colleges. It's $2.2 million to provide employment opportunities through the STEPS program, which is funding through the Department of Rehabilitation.
All right, thank you, Supervisor. And to go a little bit further on this, we have Stephanie Adams, a Deputy Director from Housing and Workforce Solutions, to talk about this job training and employment placement program for students with disabilities. And join us here on the board brief from Housing and Workforce Solutions, Stephanie Adams. And Stephanie, very cool item on the agenda today, focusing on disabled students, but giving them job training and also maybe a career path as well. Can you talk more about that item?
Absolutely. So our Board of Supervisors today just approved a countywide program that is for students with disabilities ages 16 to 21. And what this program does is it connects the students to a career counselor and eventually gives them on-the-job training work experience. So the cool thing about this program is our youth that are interested in the program sit down with a career counselor, go over what it is that they're interested in, what it is that they like, what are their strong skill sets, and then we put them into employment that best fits their needs. And then after that, the career counselor will still work with them on their long-term career goals. So really, it is a great program, and we're very excited to launch it.
Yeah, so it's not just the training, but like you said, the avenue, the path to have that career and put those skills that they learn to use, right?
Absolutely. So the students that participate in this program typically don't have any work experience. So it gets them out there and it gets them to have experiences to see what it is that they like, what they don't like, and just ultimately put something on their resume. So again, it's a really great program and we're really excited for it.
Great, very good. That's Stephanie Adams from Housing and Workforce Solutions. Thank you, Stephanie. We had the honor to interview her just outside the board chambers. We also had a chance to catch up with DeJuan James from Public Health. Our own Ariane Murphy from the executive office interviewed DeJuan about a program that provides care and service for those individuals living with HIV or AIDS.
Hello, my name is Ariane Murphy, Senior Public Information Specialist with Riverside County's Executive Office. Today we have DeJuan James. He is the Program Director with Riverside County's Department of Public Health. DeJuan, today during the Board of Supervisors meeting, what exactly happened in regards to Ryan White Part A, additional funding?
Absolutely. So we received additional funding for Ryan White Part A that allowed us to have an extension of until February 2026. And this funding allowed us for anyone who's living with HIV and AIDS to receive additional care throughout all of Riverside County, such as non-medical, medical, and nutritional therapy.
That's awesome. So if I was looking for more information as a Riverside County resident or someone living with HIV, STD, where would I go?
Yes. You want to visit the ruhealth.org website, HIV, STD, and HIV Care. That's the website you want to go to find out more information about all of our 3 clinic locations.
Thank you, DeJuan. Back to you, Pet.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ariane and DeJuan. Good information there. And finally, we had another item on the agenda that had to do with air ambulances and emergency services. Now, Shane Reichart, who's the Public Information Officer for the Emergency Management Department, talking a little bit more about these air ambulances, better known as helicopters.
Thanks, Pep. So today we had an agenda item talking about EMS services specifically related to our helicopters. So those air ambulances provide a valuable service, and that's really one of the things that the Emergency Management Department and our Riverside EMS agency do is make sure that we provide and the providers within Riverside County give the highest level of service to the community. Really important that we go through and make sure that they meet all those standards. And so today that's really what that was. We've got CHP and other air ambulance providers. They're all providing that high level of service, and we're kind of making sure that they do that. That's pretty much all it was, and it was an easy one for us. Back to you, Pep.
All right, very good. Thank you for that, Shane. And that'll wrap up this edition of the Riverside County Board Brief. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we'll see you next time.